Yesterday, I watched Texas Chainsaw Massacre. And let me tell you, dude, that movie is phenomenal. It was the one from 1974. It was the first time I ever watched it. And I can't begin to explain how much I've thought about it since I watched it yesterday. It's only like an hour and a half, maybe. But it's so good. Now, all the characters are just regular people. That's what I think I like the most about them. A lot of the times in these horror movies and these slasher flicks, you got dumb people making dumb decisions. Now, there is one character that's fucking god awful, and he might be more of the R word than Leatherface himself, and that's Franklin. Now that guy's just straight up dumb as fuck. He does some terrible like raspberry blowing inside the house. He says his sister's name a billion times, and then at the very beginning, you know that he's an idiot. He just goes rolling down that hill because he gets scared of the tractor trailer, dude. Other than him, the movie was really good. Now, Leatherface doesn't show up until about halfway through this movie, and I think that works because a lot of this is showing you just the environment of how hot it is. It's giving you, a little background into the Texas cattle culture, if you will, hitting people with hammers, taking a chainsaw, little bolt gun. Like they're leading you to a point where you're like building up all this tension, you're getting all this information, and then all the information is used all at the same time, and I really enjoy that. I also like the environment that they created. It's really hot. It's really sticky. It's disgusting. It's like kind of disturbing how gross it is. Almost like seeing a zombie on like a TV show where you're eating dinner. It's like that kind of grossness that they present to you. And then on top of that, you just get characters that are just regular people. They're not like over the top. They're not, these eccentric, like here they are, this is the main character type people. This is just a couple of friends go into this house, which, by the way, my buddy pointed out the fact that it's entirely their fault that they all died because the old man at the end, at the very beginning, he actually tells them straight up, don't go into that house. Like, keep on moving to the next town. And they're like, nah, fuck this guy. It's my grandpapa's house, so we're going to go do this. Anyway, it's just regular people other than that terrible decision. And the couple that goes out to find the pool, that makes sense. It's hot as fuck. You want to go swimming in this weather. Then you get the other people that are just looking for those two people. And then the other guy dies. Then the girl's like, Sally. She's like, just going to find her boyfriend, going to find her friends. And then Franklin or Frank or whatever his name is, Francis, just gets torn the fuck up, dude. And I was waiting for it. It needed to happen in this movie. He was the worst character. He was the only part of this movie, which is crazy because he's got the most dialogue. He was the worst part of this movie, and he's the only character that I was like sitting there praying to God that he died. Now, while I was watching the movie, I was texting my buddies about it because I've never seen it before. They were hyping it up. My buddy also said that this guy's going to piss you off, and it was the raspberry scene where he's going, Sally. That part pissed me off. But when I was Googling stuff about it and I was on my phone talking to my boys while watching it, I'd pause it, don't get me wrong. I accidentally looked at his IMDb. Turns out he's in the second movie. So I was like, no fucking way this guy gets out of this. No way that he's like the survivor, that he's actually the main character. Turns out he's not. Him and his wheelchair got split right in half. Then you got Sally booking it through real windows. This bitch is running herself through an actual window. Not like diving out of it. She runs straight through the window. And that's crazy to me because she doesn't do it once. She does it twice. And she's all cut to hell whenever she gets found. But my biggest question and concern about this whole movie, I guess, because it is a really good movie. Leatherface is great. I should talk about him real quick. Leatherface is great. I like the fact that he just kind of pops out. The first time you see him, there's no like build up. There's no seeing him in the background. He just shows up and whops a guy in the head with a sledgehammer. That's dope. And then he does it again. And then he grabs the girl and throws her up on a hook. Like, that is some crazy mongoloid idiot shit, dude. And he's just the whole time. That's crazy, dude. And then the third kill that he gets, he's like, you know what? I got to go out and find these other kids because they're gonna be showing up. And then he just takes his chainsaw, and it's just a good time. It turns into a real game of Dead by Daylight at the end, and I enjoy that. Look, the only concern that I have about this whole movie is the very ending. The guys, they should have just killed Sally. I like the fact that there's a survivor, dude. But honestly, and if you don't have Sally surviving, you don't get that cool scene at the end with fucking Leatherface throwing his chainsaw around. But if they would have just killed Sally, it almost would have been more like, oh, fuck. Like, these guys are the real deal. But they are mongoloid idiots. They are just, them rednecks out there in the sticks, not really knowing what people stuff is. And they let Sally go on accident. Now, again, you wouldn't get Leatherface spinning his chainsaw around, but like I said, my big concern at the end here is Sally gets a truck driver to stop his truck. He jumps out, throws a wrench at Leatherface. Leatherface cuts his leg a little bit. They cut. Sally's alone. Trucker's just running. He's just booking it down the street. And that's fine. And then another truck shows up and picks up just Sally, and they drive off. I got to know what happened to that other trucker. The hard ending, just blacked out ending right after he's spinning the chainsaw, that's cool. But you got to let me know what happened to Homeboy, because my man was packed with meat. And they're eating humans, I'm pretty sure. I don't know if that's something they allude to in this movie, but the one Texas Chainsaw I saw with Jessica Biel from 2003 or whatever, they definitely were eating people. So I would imagine it's the same situation. But did they catch that guy? Or is he just gone, dude? Because his truck was right where Leatherface was spinning his chainsaw. I don't know. Look, it's a great movie. Now, this is a movie review, and we're going to keep doing these horror movie reviews. I got a board coming. We're gonna have a Top Gear style boarding system where I'm ranking these movies, okay? That's coming probably Sunday. I'm going to do a big live stream where I review all the movies, or I rank all the movies that I watched throughout the whole of October, and then we're going to add some more, okay? I saw The Exorcist the other day. That movie, can't say what it is, but I'll tell you it rips, okay? What else did I see? I watched Hot Fuzz. Now, that's a comedy, yes, but it's a horror movie. Let's be honest with each other. There's some spooky shit. That's a great movie. I watched Texas Chainsaw, and then I watched a couple of other spooky movies that I'm excited about. I found some new spooky movies that I'm excited about. So we're going to rank these movies up. We're going to put them on a board. We're going to send it your way, live stream, and then I'm just going to start ranking them every single movie I watch. We're going to be pushing it around a board. So join in for that. I'll catch you in the next one.